my favourite joke is about perception, right? Basically, me, my partner, and my best good friend Paul were in a museum together, and we went up to this part of the museum that had no signs, but it just had like a big pile of shoes, and my partner was like, "Oh God, that's fascinating. What do you think it means?" And I was like, well, whenever I see a big pile of shoes, I immediately start feeling sad because it makes me think of the Holocaust. Because I saw it in a book years ago and the image has stuck with me. And my best good friend Paul went, really? Whenever I see a big pile of shoes, I just think of a bouncy castle. I love that way of looking at things. Like, Paul, as I said, right, he's my best good friend, but he's also my show director, right? So me and Paul write jokes together. And since I'm writing jokes with my best friend, sometimes the jokes get really personal, and I'll tell them to an audience, and audiences will look at me and be like, "Are you okay?" But one thing Paul's taught me is no matter how sad or bleak something is, if you put happy music over it, people don't tend to think about the bleakness. They tend to go, "Oh, well, it sounds happy, so I'll try and look on the bright side." So here's all my most personal jokes to this. 2 weeks into lockdown, I thought I'm going to jump out of the window. Then I realised I couldn't because I'd already been out twice that day. I said to my mum about nearly jumping out of a window, and my mum said, "Oh God, I nearly committed suicide once. I nearly hugged myself, but I thought I don't want to be seen dead with a double chin." So I was on a plane on my way down to a funeral, and when I was on the plane, I started getting emotional, and I was crying. And this lovely old lady, 3 people away from me, went, "Are you alright, son? You seem upset. Would you like my travel pillows?" And I just looked over at her with tears trickling down my cheeks, and I went, "Don't worry, just wait till I'm asleep and put the pillow over my face." So I started seeing my therapist a few years ago because my ex was cheating on me, and I wasn't handling being cheated on very well. I was wanking over it. And my therapist went, "You're masturbating over your insecurity. You're so afraid of feeling insecure that you're wanking over it." And I said, "Well, thank God I'm not scared of children." According to my therapist, when you're in a relationship, you reenact your childhood. Had to break it to my partner. We're going to be having a threesome with my uncle.